Welcome to the Be Active session. I'm going to be doing an art activity with you on this theme, and Emily's going to be doing a yoga and movement one. So what would you say Be Active means to you within the 5 ways to well-being?
Well, I think Be Active, like the other ways to well-being, works on different levels, because be active, physically active, getting enough exercise, all of that. But I think also like being active within your mind is really important, and just like being engaged, and movement, and being creative is really active. So that's one reason I like bringing art and yoga together.
Oh, that makes sense. I definitely can relate to that. Within the art activity on the theme of Be Active, we're going to be using our bodies and our way of creating visual art in unusual ways, but it's very gentle, but it's just another way to explore the themes of well-being. For me, being active doesn't necessarily mean being exhausted or doing anything that is strenuous. It just means considering how you're using your body, how you're using your creativity. So being sort of experimental and exploring new ideas.
Welcome to this Be Active themed yoga mini session. So we're going to get active, get moving, get our blood flow going a little bit, and hopefully bring some good energy into our bodies, which we can then express in art with Jamila. And so you don't have to do this standing, you can do it on a chair. If you're using a chair, just mimic the upper body movements, and I'll show you some of those as well. So let's come to standing and roll back the shoulders, or sitting on your chair, and going the other way. And your neck, side to side, just have a little stretch out of your neck. And then we're going to roll out each ankle. So just making some little ankle circles. Warming up a little bit first before we start to move. And let's roll out the wrists, the hands, a few times one way, a few times the other way. And then shake your hands. Flick your fingers away. And then we'll give each leg a bit of a shake. Bounce the knees a little bit. For this next movement, if you're using a chair, you could sit in your chair like this and simply bring the arms up and down, work with the upper body. Otherwise, standing, we're going to bring our arms up on an inhale. So inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And then if you like, you can come up on your tiptoes as well. So you could do this sitting as well. You could raise your knees and come up on tiptoes if you feel like it. Inhale up, exhale down. Oh, little wobble there. So you might find yourself wobbling. I find it helps to bend my knees. Inhale up, exhale down. Couple more. And we're going to jump, so then we can just start to jump around, shake your hands out, maybe jump in a circle. If you're in a chair, you can maybe be doing this with your upper body, shaking, or any parts of your body you feel like or are able to move. Doesn't matter which parts actually, one part or all of them. Just getting some energy going. And then we'll bring the feet wide, or wide sitting in a chair. or however you want to sit is fine. And we'll come back to these big circles that we did in the Connect video also. So nice big circles, making a space around you, getting energized, breathing. So remember to breathe. And then we'll do a similar amount going the other way. And reaching out, make a big star with your body. And then draw it back in. So you could be doing this seated or standing. And then if you like, you can take it into star jumps. Maybe inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and one more. And just feel the energy moving around you. I certainly feel like I've woken up a bit. Don't know about you. We will end this Be Active yoga session with another hand position, which is this one. So you've got your two first fingers together, your little finger, ring finger touching your thumb. And this one is said to put us in touch with our personal energy and then connect us to the energy around us.
Activities is be active, one of the 5 ways to well-being. Now we can be active through visual art, and we're going to do this just using some paper. I've got a sketchbook here, but if you haven't got one, you could use old envelopes or old newspapers or old cards in the house. So you need some paper, a few sheets of paper or card, whatever you've got, and something to draw with. I've got some Sharpies here and some markers, and I've also got a couple of pencils and some pens as well, so whatever you've got to hand. Okay, oh, and also we'll need some music. Now, one of the things I'd like us to do during these exercises is be kind to ourselves, to enjoy the process as well as the outcome. So if you don't like your drawings that we make together, that's fine, we can throw them away. However, you may love them or maybe like certain elements of them. Either way, we're going to have a great experience. You'll learn something about yourself, you'll learn what colours you like together. There's only positivity to come from these. Okay. So one of the first things I'd like us to do is just gently roll our shoulders back and forward. And I want us to just twist our wrists around this way and the other and give them a little shake. Just because I often find that when I'm drawing for a long time, I get quite a pain in my neck just from sitting in the same position for a very long time. So if you prefer to stand when you're drawing or you prefer to lie down, whatever you feel, but we want to be thinking about our creativity as well as our body during these activities. So we're going to be active in mind and body, but we also want to be comfortable. So make sure you've got a nice seat to sit on and you're ready to go. Okay. For the first activity, we're going to do mark making to music. So you can use Spotify, YouTube, one of your old CDs, the radio, whatever you want to. We're going to listen to music and we're going to respond in whichever way feels right for us. So you might make quicker movements in fast music, and feel free to dance, feel free to enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to put my music on now, and when I hear the music, then I'll pick what colour, what pen, what pencil I may want to use. Okay. Yellow to me for some reason. I hope you enjoyed the mark making, and it's really interesting to see what different marks you make depending on what mood you're in, what colours you choose, depending on what type of music you're listening to, whether it's music that makes you think of good memories, or music that makes you want to dance, or music that makes you feel a bit sleepy. So thank you very much for taking part in that. We're now going to do some still life drawing. So find any object around the house that you're happy to draw. I'm going to draw this curly whirly candle holder, and we're going to be using our body in unusual ways. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with a black pen, and I'm going to look at my objects for a while, because I think it's really important to look at what you're drawing, so you're not making assumptions. However, I don't really mind if my final drawing doesn't look like it. I do really like these little nice details here and the curly whirliness of it all. So to be a bit more aware and have a bit more mindful attitude to my body, I'm actually right-handed, but I am going to use my left hand to draw this. And I'm going to do this very quickly, and you're going to take a lot more time on it. Okay, just to give you an idea. Okay, I'm slightly looking over the top of it, so the angle's going to be just slightly from above. Okay, this already feels a bit odd. If you're ambidextrous, then this will be less of an issue for you. Okay. So it really makes you think about how you use your body. Pressure and the weight you put on things. It's definitely challenging, but each mark I'm making is very much considered. And I'll get to be a bit bolder. I might hold my pen just a little further towards the other end, which will give me less control, but might make my marks a little bit more fluid and less jaggedy. This feels very odd. I think I'm going to plot out the main shapes, and then I'm going to start adding some detail. Every now and again, give your fingers a little shake and a wiggle, because these muscles in your non-dominant hand, the hand you don't usually use to write or draw with or pick up your phone, it's not going to be as strong. And even though we want to challenge ourselves, we don't want to be in any physical pain. So I'm going to carry on with my drawing. So now I'm going to try drawing from different positions. So I've put my sketchbook on the floor, and I've decided to draw this ornament here. And I'm going to start off with drawing standing up with my arms stretched out as long as it will go. Now this might not feel comfortable for you, so maybe you want to draw for a few minutes, a few seconds lying down, sitting cross-legged. However you feel comfortable and feel like you could be experimental. I'm going to just use one colour. I'm just going to use this red Sharpie, and this is quite exciting for me because I've never done this before. Starting off with a head shape. Oh, this is very unusual. Getting the
shapes around her head, her face. Finding it challenging to be precise. Finding making curves slightly more challenging, and making smaller shapes. But I quite enjoy the outcome so far. And by limiting myself to just one colour as well, there's a lot less to think about. Oh, I don't want to forget her bow. I'm strangely feeling quite comfortable as well. So be experimental. Use your body in new ways to create your artwork.